The number one reason startups fail is surprisingly simple. They didn't do enough customer research. This leads to a colossal waste of resources in marketing and product development. You don't stand a chance at selling your product if you don't understand who your customers are and what they want. But it's a huge burden to interview customers, run surveys, and analyze a bunch of data. And it's expensive to get somebody else to do this for you. That's why AI is completely changing the game when it comes to marketing strategy. Research that used to take 2 months can now be done in 2 days, allowing you to jump straight into acquiring customers. I'll demonstrate this with the AI marketing assistant called Elsa. I gave Elsa some basic information like my website, years in business, team size, marketing budget, my goal to generate sales, and my region, the US. It's very important here to provide a lot of detail about your product. Educate the AI thoroughly as you would a new employee. From these basic inputs, Elsa can define my target customers in detail and tell me how to acquire them, what channels to use, what to tell them, and what their needs and problems are. It also develops marketing plans with step-by-step instructions, sets my tone of voice, and creates ads and posts. Can you imagine how long all of that would take without AI? The first thing Elsa identifies is your target buyers and ideal customer profiles. Elsa says I have 5 target customers: career changers, aspiring marketing professionals, entrepreneurs, freelancers, students, and recent graduates. The AI then generates personas for each segment in astonishing detail. This helps you craft the messaging that aligns perfectly with customer desires. I tested this feature with business-to-business software, and it identified 5 personas: finance director, IT security manager, legal counsel, compliance manager, and risk management officer. One of the most powerful features is ranking the most important buying criteria. For my courses, the number 1 consideration is the instructor's expertise and reputation. Number 2 is practical applied knowledge instead of theory. Knowing these buying criteria, I can indicate them in my advertisements. Moreover, I can improve my product to suit the buyer's needs. Another powerful feature of Elsa is revealing the hidden emotional drivers behind why customers buy. This knowledge is very difficult to get with traditional research, but it's incredibly valuable because the difference between good and excellent copywriting is tapping into deep emotional motivations. For my students, those emotions are the fear of falling behind peers, anxiety with job security and advancement, being overwhelmed with rapid industry changes, and feeling isolated and sometimes undervalued. Speaking to these emotions is far more powerful at driving sales than simply talking about features or utility. One of the most difficult things to identify is the triggers for someone to make a purchase. Understanding these is the key to influencing your total addressable market. Triggers are the beginning of the customer journey, according to McKinsey, and are what Dr. Byron Sharp calls category entry points. One of the most important goals of promoting a product is associating it with these triggers. The idea here is that most customers aren't shopping around right now. They will be shopping in the future when some event triggers them to do so. So your job is to make people immediately think of your product when that trigger happens. For my courses, the triggers Elsa identified were the following: a missed promotion due to a marketing skill gap, underperformance at work, being overwhelmed with unstructured self-learning, new responsibilities at work, and remote work leading to professional isolation. Knowing these triggers, I can build an ad around each and promote it on social media. Partnerships are one of the easiest pathways to acquire large amounts of customers in my experience working for highly successful startups. Elsa tells me exactly which companies might be good partners: Canva, Buffer, Typeform, and Hotjar. Elsa also gives me specific collaboration tips, such as creating a template for Canva, collaborating on a webinar, and providing content for these partners' blogs. Elsa also gives me KPI benchmarks. For example, a typical course completion rate is 5 to 15%. So if I'm at 2%, then I need to fix something in my courses. In order to sell anything, you should address the key objections that buyers have. This is one thing product marketers often miss that salespeople don't. For my products, Elsa tells me the following objections: perceive lack of time for learning, skepticism about online course quality, financial constraints, fear of content overload and irrelevance, preference for accredited qualifications. She also tells me precisely how to handle these objections. For example, by focusing on practical skills gained, my prestigious background, and highlighting case studies of students who advance their careers after taking my courses. Let's go into more detail on the key insights AI marketing assistants like Elsa can provide. Needs, like career advancement. Problems, like career stagnation. Personas, like Emily, the digital marketing specialist who is overwhelmed with rapid industry changes. Jobs to be done, such as getting education credentials. Goals, like getting a promotion. Pains, for example, frustration with impractical, theoretical training. Alternatives to your product solutions, such as free resources or on-the-job training. The channels that your customers prefer. For me, this is number 1, LinkedIn, number 2, email, and number 3, online communities and forums. I also learned where my buyers like to get info, which is the American Marketing Association, HubSpot's blog, and Marketing Profs. The best marketing channel for me is LinkedIn, where Elsa tells me I should share examples of real-world applications of marketing and student success stories. Elsa also recommends that I share actionable marketing tips on Twitter. You see that the AI easily segues from strategic analysis to actionable tips. Later, I'll show you how it even provides exact copy. Elsa tells me alternative solutions my target buyers are already familiar with, such as free training from HubSpot or Google. You can imagine how helpful this would be with competitor analysis. Elsa also tells me what solutions my target customers have already tried. These include training that is outdated, lacking in depth, and that have little practical application. This makes the customers feel frustrated that they didn't advance their skills and wasted their time. Now I'll show you an example of how AI can help develop fairly comprehensive marketing plans. Elsa gives me my value proposition, my positioning statement, a list of benefits, and user acquisition instructions such as sharing content on specific subreddits like r/marketing. It tells me to host a live webinar on the top 5 marketing trends for the year and to get influencers to promote it. It asks me to give away a free mini course and develop a referral program with incentives. You see how incredibly detailed AI marketing assistants can be. This isn't just some generic ChatGPT advice. The AI suggests pricing experiments and gives me KPI suggestions with benchmarks to track performance. Elsa tells me that my tone of voice should be professional yet accessible and avoid complex jargon. I should focus on practical skills in real-world application while highlighting my expertise and experience. I should also talk about recent trends. Now I'll demonstrate how the AI was able to generate ads based on an empathetic understanding of target customers. Here's an example of an AI-generated Facebook ad. Tired of feeling outdated in marketing? Marketing evolves fast. New tools, new platforms, new rules. If you don't keep up, your job performance and career can suffer. Decker Fraser's Udemy courses provide cutting-edge strategies and lifetime access, so you'll stay ahead of every trend. Taught by a top marketing executive, these courses will help you stay competitive. I also get alternative ads like struggling to keep up with marketing trends and tools. And I can give the AI specific copywriting formulas to use, such as ADA and problem, agitate, solve. Elsa even gives me detailed ad settings, such as excluding the following from the targeting: non-English speakers, high school students, retirees, and those in unrelated industries. The detailed instructions here are astonishing. One thing you might be thinking is, why not just use ChatGPT? ChatGPT is great for some tasks, but not so much for strategic marketing. It's based on general information from the internet and provides surface-level insights. AI marketing assistants are based on vital information about the market, competitors, and target audience behavior on social networks, review platforms, etc. This particular AI was built based on consultations with 50 top marketers who helped create the right process for collecting and analyzing data. Let's summarize how AI marketing assistants like Elsa can help you. 1. Identifying your target customers, the most critical component of marketing strategy. 2. Knowing where to find your target customers. 3. Knowing how to talk to them by addressing their pains, buying criteria, and so on. 4. Generating content such as social media ads and posts. 5. Knowing which channels to acquire users. And 6. Developing step-by-step customer acquisition plans. If you want to stay competitive in marketing, go give artificial intelligence a try with a marketing assistant.